Welcome to NSR Talks. And today we're going to be discussing why you shouldn't idolize or look up to celebrities. Now, we live in a world where a lot of people look up to and idolize celebrities, and they look up to them like they're gods. But what people don't know is, in order to become a celebrity, like a real celebrity, I'm not talking about a TikTok celebrity, I'm not talking about a YouTube celebrity, I'm talking about like a real celebrity like Will Smith, Jay-Z, these people that's been on TV since we were young. These people are paid by billionaires to push an agenda. Why you think in all these rap songs, they always talk about how much money they got, how many girls they got, how many women they're around, the chains, they show a lifestyle, and they talk about killing, they talk about unaliving people, sending shots at your cap, at your wave cap, and all this stuff. And young men that grew up in the environment that these rappers are talking about, they look at this and they think that this is how you make it out the streets. This is how you make it in life, is you become a rapper, you start selling drugs, driving drop-top Benzes through the hood, and they think that this is success. But what they don't know is these people that are showing these videos and these cameras with this lifestyle, they didn't pay for none of that. They were given all that money so that they could push the billionaire's agenda. And now you, who's living in the hood, you think that instead of you going out and getting your license and doing gig work or something, or going to get a regular job at McDonald's, you think that's lame because you can't buy, you think you can't buy a chain off that. You can buy a chain working at McDonald's, but people don't want to wait. People look up to these celebrities who were given these giant handouts from billionaires that they got to recoup, and they think that this is the way out, and that if I go get a job, I'm lame because I'm not riding clean like Lil Wayne or like Jay-Z or like any of these rappers that they push. It's the same thing with young women. Young women nowadays are looking up to rappers like Glorilla, all these S workers that are paid to push an agenda to young women, thinking that all you got to do to make it in life is shake your behind. They got these rappers like Sexy Red, Glorilla shaking their behind on stage in front of young women and young men, and this is now acceptable. You know? And this is what they want. This is why so many people want to be famous. People want to be accepted and people want to be liked. I'll tell you right now, I don't care to be liked. All I care about is getting my message out and getting my creativity out. And I'm willing to work a 9 to 5. I'm willing to go do gig work. I'm willing to get it from the ground up, instead of going and taking an oath and signing my life away, and then rapping about in my lyrics that I'm rapping for, that I'm moving for the youth, when really, no, you're moving for a lighter. Oh no, I don't have a lighter. I'm sorry. Have a good one. Yeah. Excuse that. Just a regular citizen. Came across a regular citizen. But anyways, where was I at? They push these agendas and they won't make you think that if you're not living this lifestyle, you're lame. But no, you're not lame. You're probably living a way better life than your favorite celebrity, because these celebrities are bound to a company. They're bound to a label, and whatever that label says they have to do, they're gonna do it, because these people are obsessed with money. They think money is power, but money is really nothing but a tool. So if you look at money as nothing but a tool, you can't be controlled by money. But these celebrities are controlled by money. And that's why they'll do anything to keep that check coming in. They'll push agendas, they'll lie, they'll scam, and behind the scenes, nobody really sees what's going on. Everybody looks at the millionaire, which is the rapper, quote unquote millionaire, but they don't look at the billionaire. Nobody knows who is behind all this. So my point here in saying this is, don't look up to celebrities. Be your own man, be your own woman. You don't have to follow the agenda that these people want to push to the youth. If you're gonna look up to somebody who's pushing a positive message. Look up to somebody who can actually tell you the real and tell you what life really is about, because it's not about these flashy chains and these cars and this lifestyle that they try to push to you. That's not real life. These rappers are oppressed. They say, don't envy the oppressed. Don't envy the oppressed. These people are nobody special. These people are just like you. The only difference is you didn't take an oath. So guess what? You're free. Guess what? You have the chance and the choice to make a path for yourself and win from your own efforts. Be careful what you listen to, be careful who you look up to, be careful what you consume, because everything's not like what it seems. This has been NSR Talks. Thank you guys for coming through.